In a stunning statement that's taken the rock world by surprise, Sammy Hagar, the former lead singer of Van Halen, has recently spoken out about his tense relationship with drummer Alex Van Halen. The feud, which has simmered beneath the surface for years, reached a boiling point when Hagar made it clear that he's had enough of the drama. In a bold declaration, Sammy said to Alex, "Just leave me alone. I'll leave you alone." The tension between Hagar and the Van Halen brothers, particularly Alex, has been well documented over the years. Hagar joined Van Halen in 1985, replacing David Lee Roth, and helped the band achieve some of its most commercially successful years. But despite the success, there was always a sense that things weren't entirely harmonious behind the scenes. Hagar's tenure with the band came to an end in 1996, and since then, there's been a public back and forth between him and the Van Halen brothers about what went wrong. Over the years, Hagar and Alex Van Halen have thrown jabs at each other in interviews, with Hagar often calling out Alex for his rigid attitude and lack of communication. But in his latest remarks, Hagar seems to be drawing a line in the sand. The rock star's made it clear that he's no longer interested in engaging in the drama and wants to move on from the past. This "leave me alone" comment comes after a period of reflection and frustration for Sammy Hagar, who has spent much of his time focusing on his own successful ventures, including his music career and his tequila brand. Hagar has remained active in the rock world, touring and recording, but the shadow of his time with Van Halen has always loomed over him. His latest statement, however, seems like a final attempt to close that chapter once and for all. Hagar's frustration with Alex Van Halen isn't entirely unfounded. For years, there's been speculation about the real reasons behind the band's breakup. Many fans have pointed fingers at the internal struggles between the members, with Hagar and Roth both citing tensions with the Van Halen brothers as key factors. Hagar himself has openly admitted that his relationship with Alex was never the same after he joined the band, with the drummer often being difficult to work with. On the other hand, Alex has remained largely silent about the details of the band's split, and it's been clear that he's not keen on discussing the past. In a way, Hagar's recent comments may be an attempt to force Alex to either confront the past or let it go entirely. By telling Alex to "leave me alone," Hagar is essentially saying that he's done trying to mend the relationship. This moment marks a significant shift in Hagar's public persona. For years, he was seen as the diplomatic, peacemaking member of the Van Halen camp, often defending the band and its legacy in interviews. But now, with this candid remark, he's taken a more definitive stance, one that puts his own peace of mind above the need to reconcile with the past. As expected, fans of both Sammy Hagar and Van Halen have reacted to this statement in mixed ways. Some fans are applauding Hagar for finally speaking his mind, while others are lamenting the lost possibility of a Van Halen reunion. Despite the ongoing tension, there's no denying the impact that Hagar had on the band, and many fans still hold out hope that the surviving members of Van Halen will find a way to reconcile, even if that means respecting each other's space. In conclusion, Sammy Hagar's bold statement to Alex Van Halen seems to be the final word on a decades-long feud. With his declaration to be left alone, Hagar is making it clear that he's moving forward and no longer interested in revisiting the past. Whether or not Alex Van Halen will respond is yet to be seen, but for now, Hagar seems content with closing this chapter in his life.